Hey everyone, this is going to be my final thoughts on the Helion Criterion Buggy. Everyone knows I got this buggy a couple of days ago for Christmas and been running it pretty hard. And I just want to give everyone an update on the buggy, my thoughts of it, things I think could be improved, and things I thought were just perfect with it. First off is, does the car run 30 miles per hour? Yes, it does. It is probably one of the fastest two-wheel drive buggies out the box that I have bought. I've had Traxxas Bandits, I've had B4.1s, and a couple other buggies here and there, and this is by far the fastest. The handling on it is actually pretty good as well. The tires that come with it, most ready-to-run buggies come with okay tires. I know the B4.1, not to bash it a lot, but the tires on it just suck really bad. I hardly got any traction with those at all, and it kind of frustrated me when I first got it. But after I put some better tires on it, it did handle a lot better. But this out the box, for the price and what it's worth, did handle quite well. Like I said, I've been driving this buggy probably for 2 or 3 days pretty hard. Probably run about 10, 12 packs through it, and nothing has broken at all. The pinion gear came loose once, which is no big ordeal. I did run it on road and off. When I ran it on road, I didn't want to wear down these tires and wheels because it is a pretty soft compound. So what I did was I put some short course tires and wheels on the front and rear, and it still handled real well as well. The only thing I could say that really broke on it, which really didn't break, was I flipped pretty hard a couple of times, and on one flip when I was jumping and I came back and hit this back part of the wing, and that broke off. But I did find a B4 wing at my hobby shop for $3, so I went ahead and picked that up, and that actually will bolt right on here, just making a couple adjustments back there. Shocks on this car is actually pretty good as well. The dampening is set just right out of the box. They do have shock spacers in there, if you can see those. One thing that I wish this car did have that it does not is a front bumper. You hit something going 30 miles, 25 miles on this far left or right, it probably will break this A-arm. I haven't hit anything that hard yet, but I'll probably get an RPM bumper and put it on here. I'll have to do some adjustments to make that fit. But overall, as far as the performance of the buggy, yes, it does go 30 miles per hour. And yes, it does handle it as well. And that's with a brushed motor and a 7-cell nickel metal battery pack. Speaking of the battery pack, go ahead and take this off real quick. Helion did include with this kit 3000 milliamp 8.4 battery pack. With this battery pack, you'll probably get between 8 to 12 minutes of run time. Probably around 7 or 8 minutes, it will start dying down a lot more. When I timed it, I did get about 12 minutes on one run. And then when I charged the battery up, it actually charged to almost 3,700 milliamps, which I was surprised. I charged it at 2.5 amps. So that was pretty impressive that it got a lot more charge than specified on the pack. Other features of this car that I liked a lot as well, of course, the battery straps. Helion has it to where you just turn those two knuckles, flip this up, battery comes right out. Makes it very convenient. No losing body clips, no battery strap that'll probably be lost there. I did have a hard time fitting a hard case LiPo in here. And once I got it in here, I did have a hard time actually trying to get it out as well. They will fit, but it's a very, very tight fit, and it will hit up against here. Most of the soft packs will fit. I did run several soft packs of Venom and a Traxxas 2-cell soft pack, and they did fit in there fairly easily, and I could get them in and out without any trouble. As far as steering and the servo, everything was fine with that. The ESC in the motor is another plus for this buggy. The ESC comes with low voltage detection on here, and you probably can't see that switch that well, but it's actually right here. And what they did was, as I mentioned before, instead of having to hold down a button or get a programming card to program your car for LiPo or non-LiPo, you just flick the switch here, which is very convenient. So if I wanted to run a LiPo battery pack, I just flip the switch to on. If I want to run a nickel metal, I just switch it to off. Very convenient. And the ESC, I'm sorry, is waterproof. Don't know about if you got these switches wet, how well those would hold up, but the ESC is waterproof or water resistant. The 12-turn metric motor did run well, which I thought was another impressive point. It does seem to be more powerful than the Traxxas motors or a lot of the other even modified brushed motors out there, like some of the Reedies and stuff. I was very impressed with this motor and this whole actually system in it. If you bought the ESC and the motor by itself, it's probably going to cost you about $55. The ESC runs for $39.99 and the motor runs for $21.99. You can get that on Helion's site. You can actually order directly from them, and I think it's $5 shipping total. So if anyone's looking for a good brushed motor in ESC, I would highly recommend this. Just change the connectors because it does come with the Tamiya connectors on there, and you'll be good to go. I've run it in my Blackfoot Extreme / Monster Beetle Extreme, and it's run very well. And I'm actually thinking about putting it in my Red Cat and leaving it in there because it's going to have enough power and torque for that. Helion does have a 550 size motor of this same metric motor. This right here is the 540. They do have a short course truck that has a 550 size, which of course is probably going to have more power and torque to it. So if we get that truck at our hobby shop, I'll go ahead and pick that one up and do a review on that. Other points of this, it handled well on a track, especially with these tires and wheels. Of course, if you were going to race, I don't know if you would upgrade these or not, but these handled pretty good. I was impressed that it got fair enough traction on it. The kit does come with 4 ball bearings, and the gearing on this kit is actually a 78 tooth pinion gear, or 78 tooth, I'm sorry, spur gear, and a 20 tooth pinion gear. So that also helps with the speed some as well, but it also shortens down the run time. The motor got warm during all my runs. It did not get hot, and neither did the ESC. Temperatures were well under 80, 90 degrees at the most. When I ran it at night, it was 25 degrees outside, and the motor was barely warm. So on a hot day, it'd probably get, if that, 100 degrees. I'll probably be doing some updated projects with this. I got a couple of things in mind. I may convert this to a monster truck, a 2-wheel drive monster truck, and get some running videos of that. I think I just need to get a couple braces here to fit a taller body and stuff on it. But that is my review on the Helion Criterion Buggy. This is a keeper for me. I will not be getting rid of this Buggy. The things I'll probably upgrade at some point. Doesn't need to be, but I'll probably upgrade the servo. Probably to a little bit faster servo. I might put a Traxxas servo in there, the 2075. Does have a little bit more power and a little bit more speed than this. And I'll also put a brushless system in there. I have a Castle 5700 kV brushless motor, and also a Mama Max Pro speed controller. And I think I may actually do some speed runs with this too. We're going to do some speed runs in a couple of days. So see if I can go out there and beat some of these 8-scale guys and nitro guys with this. I know I can get it up going pretty good. So stay tuned for that, for some speed runs of this, and also some updated features for this car, which I'll probably be doing. Like I said, this Buggy's pretty good. Only thing I'd recommend is at some point getting a bumper. And that's about it. Getting a LiPo for it. You'll be good to go. Have any questions or comments, please go ahead and comment. And also don't forget to like and subscribe.